Hi, Orion. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. We have the next few minutes to talk about whatever you want to talk about tonight.
Okay.
So, do you know what you would like to talk about?
Well, I'm kind of upset about my mom not being here.
Yeah. So, your mom not being around makes you feel upset?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And tell me more.
Well, I kind of miss her,
Right?
and I like it's good having her around because she's fun.
Yes. So, you like being around your mom because she's fun.
Yes.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I kind of miss her too. She's always been part of our lives, and now that she's gone, I worry about her. And I wonder what she's doing all the time. So, what are some of the things that mom does that you miss?
Well, she makes me laugh. She tells stories. She wrestles with me, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Um,
So, how does that make you feel when she is present in your life?
Makes me kind of happy, but also a little mad at the same time because she's not here, and I wish she was.
Oh, so you're kind of feeling a little bit of anger too,
Right.
right? So, why do you think this anger's there?
Well, because like I wish she didn't choose the wrong path, like by doing drugs.
Ah, I gotcha. So you wish she had chosen better choices,
Yes.
and that would have put her here with us instead of wherever she is.
Yes.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I can definitely understand that. I think we all want the best for the people that we love, right? And when she's not here, that really affects you in a negative way. So, what are some things that you can think of that are really bothering you
But my mom.
about your mom?
Um,
It's tough, isn't it?
I wish you could at least talk to us, like on the phone, like call us maybe.
Right? Would that make you feel better if she could just call you and you could know she
Yeah.
was okay?
Right.
Right?
We don't know where she's at. So.
Yeah. That's is. I think that's a scary situation to not know where she's at.
Right.
Because do you feel worried about her?
Yes, a lot.
Explain that to me.
Well, because she might be some with bad friends that she doesn't really know, or doing drugs and doing wrong things.
Right?
If she accidentally maybe do harm to a person.
Oh, wow. So you're really thinking that she could be getting in trouble when she's not making those right choices,
Right,
huh?
with maybe her bad friends, or she's.
Right. Right. And that makes sense. So that you said that scares you. What kind of worries do you have about that?
Well, I don't want to go back to jail, so I definitely won't be able to see her. And
Right?
I don't really want her to accidentally hurt someone, but not when, or do something to someone or something, but not get punished for it. Because
Oh, that's pretty deep. So if she gets in trouble and she makes the wrong choices, you know she needs to have consequences,
right, or she won't learn the next time.
or she won't learn the next time. And what's so important about her learning the next time?
So she can come back, because she learns next time she won't do it, and she will make a better choice that will affect her in a better way.
Gotcha, gotcha. So a lot of things that you see are because of the choices that she made, right?
Mm-hmm.
Makes you angry that she chose the choices she made,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's sad because she's not here with you making her happy because she's your mom, right?
Right.
Absolutely. And then you worry about her.
Right.
You worry about her making the right choices because if she makes the wrong choices, that keeps her farther away from us,
right,
for longer amounts of time. So it makes sense. There's a lot of
even if I knew
there.
even if I just knew where if she could come back, if she's able to come back, or when she's gonna be able.
Right, right. Right now we have no contact with her, huh?
Right. I wish she did.
So yeah, and that makes a lot of difference. I think so. It sounds like a lot of your stuff is uncertainty. That you're not sure what's going to happen. Right? Do you ever worry about not seeing her ever again?
Yes, a lot.
Yeah. Is that where some of that's coming from?
Or she might die.
Oh wow. You think that seriously into it, huh? Right? How would that make you feel if you never saw her again?
Really bad.
Yeah, yeah. That could be scary, huh? Right? You know, my mom's been missing, or not missing, but she passed away 15 years ago. I
Right.
still miss her today. You know, but I was a grown up when she died, so I can
Right.
imagine how hard it would be to lose a mom at your age.
Right.
So how often do you think about this? How often does
Like maybe
these?
twice a day.
Wow, wow, that's a lot. So thinking
Or-
about her a lot.
Right. Sometimes some things remind me of like some movies because she used to tell stories all the time
Ah,
to us. So whenever we would watch camping shows, like in the just that would remind me of them.
oh wow. So different things make you think of her throughout the day. That makes sense. It sounds like she's still close to your heart, though, isn't she?
Right. Yeah.
So I can understand that. Do you? You said you were angry with her. Do you still love her?
Yes. A lot.
A lot, huh? Yeah. So it sounds like you got a lot of mixed emotions going on.
Right.
What do you think your biggest emotion is?
Probably worriedness. Like
Worriedness?
because I'm more worried than I'm mad, and I'm more sad than I'm mad.
Gotcha.
But out of all, I'm more worried.
You're scared for her, aren't you?
Right. Yeah.
Right? And it's really hard because you don't know where she's at or what she's doing. So you don't know if she's doing good or bad.
Right. Exactly.
Right? And that makes sense. You're still angry with the choices, but not nearly as much as you are worried about her.
Right.
So
And I'm not as mad that I am as sad that she's gone.
so that makes sense. So your biggest thing is you're afraid for her.
Right.
Right? Because you want to be able to see her again
Yeah.
and
right.
love her again. And even though you've got me
Right.
to
Still.
take care of you,
Still.
it's different, huh? It is, because she's your mom. And that makes a lot of
Because
sense.
if I was with her, not you, that would still not be right.
Right? Does that mean you miss me too?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I see. And that makes a lot of sense. You know, but I understand that you'd want your complete. Oh. And I do the best for you I can. But it's still understandable that you miss your mom, and I get it.
Right. So, like, if she could just like come here for 2 days and go, and then come here like every week or something,
Right?
that would be nice.
Yeah, that sounds like a really good solution. So,
Do you even know where she's at?
I don't. I wish I did because, you know, I feel bad too. And I worry about her a lot as well.
Right.
So do you think that causes any stress on you?
Yes.
Yeah? Do you know what stress is?
Not really.
So stress is just when you feel, it's a little more than worry. It's something that really kind of affects how you feel all day long. Where sometimes you can't concentrate, or you can't think of other things, or you can't, you know, enjoy the moment you're in because you're so worried about her. And that puts you in a stressful situation.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes. So how do you deal with that?
Well,
How do you make yourself feel better? What happens?
I tried thinking of maybe how she can come back, or how I can make like how I can try to make her come back.
Right? Do you think you have any responsibility for her actions whatsoever?
Maybe a little tiny bit, like when I was a little child. Maybe I made her mad sometimes.
Wow. So you actually blame yourself for some of that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow. That's interesting.
Like
That's interesting. Tell me
when
more.
we were little, you said we were hard to handle, right?
Right?
And so maybe mom wanted drugs to make her feel better, so that's why she.
Wow. Wow.
That was part of us.
Gotcha. So that's a big burden that you just put on yourself, isn't it? To feel responsible for your mom making the wrong choices when you were a tiny little child?
Right. Just like that one time she shoplifted. She said it was me, but then she.
Oh, wow.
Because we want to touch it. That's what she said in the store. But once we got home, she told me it wasn't good. She just didn't have the money for
Right. That made you feel pretty guilty, didn't it?
Right.
Do you feel guilty about making her? Do you feel guilty thinking that you made her make the wrong choices?
Yeah, a little bit of times.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I want you to understand something, okay? One, when you're a little tiny baby, you don't have a choice in order to make somebody do something. But when people choose to do choices like that, has nothing to do with you. It has to do with them and their choices. So I want you to really think about that. When you say, you made me do something, or they made me do something, ultimately, who had that only decision?
Mom.
No. When you say, hey, brother made me do this.
Oh, me.
Right? Exactly. So even when you say it was your fault, whose fault really is it that you did something?
Mine.
Exactly.
Because you can't make me do something I have my own decision.
Absolutely. So I want you to know, when Mom made those decisions to choose what she did, whose fault was it?
Yeah.
And whose choice was it?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So guilt it's normal. We all feel that way. I feel guilty sometimes too. I think, wow, I should have done things better. What did I do to cause her to do this? And in the end, no matter what, those were still her choices. So we've got to be able to let go.
Right.
But you got to find your own way to say it's okay. It's okay that she did what she did, and that she will come back someday.
Right.
And the only thing right now we can do is control ourselves, huh? So what are some things that you can do to help your mom come back?
Maybe try getting a hold of her, or...
Is that even possible?
Not really.
No? Is there anything else you could do? You don't have much control over what she does, do you? What I find comforting for myself is that I keep her in my prayers all the time. And in a way I feel like I'm doing my part. You don't have to, but that's definitely a choice that makes me feel good.
Because prayer always helps.
Absolutely. So that always has something to do with it. But I get it. It's
even if it's not right away.
Oh, that's such a good point. Not everything that we do happens immediately, huh?
Right.
Very cool. I want to thank you for spending time with me, and be honest and open, and know that I am always here for you.
Okay.
And if there's anything I can do, let me know.
Okay? I like this after this.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we stop?
Not really.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.